Hi, and welcome to Simply Channeling. Sara and I set our prayers and intentions prior to starting this filming. And now, here's Sara.
You've been hit hard on the head.
Many times.
It took many times to activate you. You asked.
Don't first succeed, try again, huh?
That's pretty much because but she never needed really the hit on the head.
Because that was the question I was going to ask.
Okay.
Why not?
As I've said before, she's always been more open. So she didn't need to be opened.
So how does the hit on the head open you up?
Because eventually you realize that there's more going on than the physical. Eventually. And you have.
Yeah.
It took a while. I'm going to say that in your terminology, by the time you were in, say, high school, as you know it, mid to late teens, you were opened up at that point.
Yeah.
Enough to start taking in the information and pondering it and growing. Started then.
I remember some science fiction books that I was reading. I was in a science fiction book club from Doubleday. And I actually cried when I read some of them. When I got to the end.
I'm being sarcastic. Yes, some of them are so well written that they are very moving.
Yes, I did. Yeah, so that happened.
A lot of the really good science fiction creators, whether it's the written page or a film or whatever, the really good ones are already partially opened and they don't know it.
Yeah.
And some of them eventually do figure it out. But they're starting on their journeys.
Yes. Do all inhabited worlds have a magnetic field to protect their occupants from lethal energies like our sun?
In your universe, yes, it's part of the physical laws. The laws of physics, perhaps I should say. The agreement.
So in other words, any planet that does not have a magnetic field surrounding it will not have any inhabitants. Is that also a true statement?
I would say yes. They might have had a magnetic field at one time, linearly speaking. Lost the magnetic field, the inhabitants went poof. They're gone. Because in your universe, the collective agreement for the laws of physics says that a physical being cannot survive if a planet loses its magnetic field. Now, in some cases, it might have taken a while because if the physical beings on that particular planet were aware that something bad was happening, they prepared to a degree for it to happen, and they survived for a while longer, but it still didn't work entirely for them. They eventually died off as well. But they tried.
Did Mars at one time have a strong magnetic field?
Yes.
Why did it end?
You know that one.
No, I don't.
An object, call it a comet or an asteroid or whatever, from way out of your solar system.
Outside of the solar system?
Came through and passed too closely and it just disintegrated. Not Mars itself, but the magnetic field was pulled away by this object
I wasn't aware it did that too. I knew it pulled some of the atmosphere, or maybe all the atmosphere away, but I did not know it was extremely magnetic also. Wow.
Yes.
Do all life forms on all planets use carbon-based cell structures?
The vast majority do.
Are there any uses anything else?
There are some. You're thinking silicon,
Yes.
because there are some that just made more sense to them.
Why would it make more sense than carbon?
In a lot of ways, it was easier. In a lot of different ways, carbon is much easier.
So if there are bipeds living on a world that have silicon-based life forms, is everything on that world silicon-based?
Pretty much.
What do they breathe?
Not oxygen.
I know that.
It's a mixture of some things, but methane is in there. Believe it or not, yes. Methane.
So some hydrocarbons do exist then.
Yes. Just as on Earth, silicon exists.
Yeah, it's
So on these other planets where they're primarily silicon-based, carbon does exist. So, yeah.
Are they as flexible as we are? You know, as far as joints are concerned?
Yes.
Their skin is soft, or is it hard?
Believe it or not, it is soft.
Okay.
I know your scientists think, well, anything that's silicon has to be this and that and the other, but
Yeah, but
it's not that
those
necessary.
are different compounds.
But, yeah.
I mean, take a look at plastics. They can be rock hard, or they can be so soft they feel like skin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, time for the last question, and this is one that's been troubling me the most for a long, long time.
I'll do my best.
Help me to understand the concept of now. I know what it means. I know what now means, but I don't know what it's like. What are the experiences of now? I mean, what goes on when there's only now? There's no linear time. What is it like? In other words, describe your day. Well, there wouldn't be a day.
No, it wouldn't be a day. I'm sure you're not alone in this. It is difficult for linear physical beings to grasp the concept. But if you start to tell yourself that in one moment and realize, this is the now, and appreciate for that. Appreciate it for that. Okay. And then in a matter of, seconds, because you're still in linear time, but then all of a sudden you're like, this is the now. This is now. Everything is now. You just keep recognizing that each instant in your version of existence is now. That whatever you thought was your past is gone, and whatever you think you might do in 5 minutes is not there. Only this now. And just keep pondering it.
Okay, I'll do that.
Meditate on it as well.
I do have another question.
Uh-oh, I thought that was the last.
It is. This is based on that and your answer. If there is only now, my body, my mind actually knows there isn't just now in 3D linear time. So the belief that now exists just for now works, but then there's also past and future.
No, there isn't.
There is in a 3D linear mind, which is what I have. How do I get rid of that 3D linear thinking?
I told you.
Okay.
In your mind, you say, wait, this is now. That's gone. This isn't here. This is now. It'll take a lot of pondering and recognizing.
There's the missing
moment.
information.
What?
A long time.
For you linear beings, yes.
Thank you. That's what I was missing.
Okay.
Because I couldn't see the instantaneous results, and that's what you kind of were leading me to understand.
For that split second, for that moment, and you appreciate that this is now, it forms a certain excitement within you. And then each time you do that, and you feel that excitement, you get closer to a comprehension. Now, frankly...
Where's Frank?
I left him behind.
Okay.
Okay, fine. You're up there. Some beings.
Thanks.
Physical beings who operate on linear time, because that's what they collectively agreed to, will probably never as individuals fully comprehend that everything is now. But as long as each individual has a split-second remembrance of, oh, this is now. Yes, I said remembrance. Because your mind has to remember to say this, to think about it. And then feel that excitement. And then, do it again the next day or the next hour or whenever you think of it again. And you just keep doing that. It helps. It's kind of like enlightenment. You keep going there and feeling lighter, higher, more loving. Your vibrations raise. But you never actually achieve enlightenment with capital letters, because it's an ongoing process. The same with the concept of now. Everything is now. You grow with it, and it'll grow with you, but you never quite reach it as a physical being. You understand it more and better when you are non-physical, when you are in spirit. Your essence is grasping that. Your true spirit is grasping that concept. But being part of you as an individual physical being, it will never achieve that thorough understanding of the concept of the now until it is no longer associated with your physicalness. But it's fun to keep trying. So keep trying. Keep thinking about it. Ponder it. Meditate on it. And then in an instant, one instant, you will feel that excitement. Wow. And awe. And humility. And it'll be gone because you're physical in a linear world. But don't despair. You can feel it the next time you think about it. Okay, I'm repeating myself.
That's okay. The spirit who was here last time did that too. So you must be related. I have one final question.
This is the final one.
Yes. Sara told me the other morning that a few mornings ago that Haisha came in and meowed and woke her up. And she felt as though she's getting pulled back into her body. Where was she before she got pulled back?
On the astral plane.
What was she doing? She has no remembrance of it.
No. And that's quite all right.
I'm just trying to
She
get
just-
some information for her.
She achieved something that she was unaware of ever achieving before. She has, but she was just unaware of it. She was aware this time of being out of her body in the dream state, flying. She was flying, and that's something she wasn't aware she had ever done before. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
When you're in the dream state, you do experience, you in general, human beings, experience different things, all part of your energetic vibrations, all part of your growth, all part of your enlightenment. And yes, there are those things that are just your physical brain working with your mind to try to figure out some things that have happened, just everyday stuff. But when you're flying, it's a more spiritual experience. And just appreciate it for what it is. You have done this, Bill.
Yes, but I don't remember doing it lately. Have I done it lately?
Yes.
Okay.
You don't have to remember it in this physical existence. Just know that it happens. It's a good thing. You're learning to be more appreciative, to recognize beauty. Not that most of you, you're all thinking, I know what beauty is. Well, you experience it more fully, more completely, more internally, I will say. Your essence is just in awe, joyful. Accept those things. When you wake up in the morning, if you feel yourself yanked back into your body, because yes, that's part of the ego's responsibility, is to keep you from wandering and not coming back to the body. You will, but the ego gets worried. So yeah, when the cat meowed, her ego said, cat needs you, get back here. Yanked her back. But she was aware of it, which is excellent. You're not always aware of things like that. But it's a marvelous experience. And just allow yourself, when you wake up, to feel the joy that is residual of your flight. Feel the awe, the beauty, the wonder. Every little bit of this sort of a thing helps to lift your personal energies, your resonance to higher enlightenment. And believe me, it's happening all over the world right now. Not to everybody, but to the quite a major number, I will not give numbers, but more and more of your fellow human beings are becoming aware of enlightenment. Okay, it's just easier to say it that way.
What's Aisha thinking right now?
Shut up, you guys, and pay attention to the cat. Right?
Yeah, that sounds about right. He keeps looking down here and watching us.
Yeah.
And any final words before you depart?
Just remember, each and every one of you, you are unique. You are eternal. Your essence is your spirit, your soul. You are loved. You are, am I not looking the high? You are unique. What did I say? You are never ending. You are valued. You are worthy. You are loved. So put any other thoughts that negate these out of your mind. You are loved. And that's it for today. Bye.
Bye. What?
Turn the camera off.
Are you back, Sarah?
Almost. Getting there.
Thank you for watching this session of Simply Channeling. If you like what you listen to and want to hear more, please subscribe to the channel. And also, like this video and click on the notification bell so you may be notified when new ones are released.